Hey family, it's Elgin Walker here at eXp Realty from the Elgin Clark Walker team. Going on right now in 2023, I'm going to talk real quickly about 10 frustrations home buyers are feeling right now in purchasing property and give you some ideas of those 10 and what we can do about them. So number one, I'm finding that the buyers are frustrated because there's just limited property options. There's just not a lot of homes for sale. And one of the reasons for that is, quite honestly, sellers have very low interest rates because they've been either refinancing or purchasing with lower interest rate financing the last few years, and they're not necessarily looking to sell and then buy with a higher interest rate. One thing that causes, with lack of inventory, it causes a lot of competition. So now we're back into high competition because there's very little homes for sale. I know a lot of people were looking, hoping that with the rates rising, that prices may fall and all of that. But that's definitely not the case. Number three with that is home pricing. The home pricing has been rising. Why has it been rising? Or at least, staying, it's not rising like this, but rising. And it's doing that basically because there are just not many homes. So all of our buyers are climbing into these one properties, and we're just making the prices of the homes go up a little bit higher. Sellers, if you're thinking about selling, it's a good time for you. What is this causing? It's causing bidding wars. It's causing people to overbid for properties, remove contingencies that perhaps they would not remove in a more normal market. That's what the market is doing. Because it's so hyper like that, it's so hot, and it's only hot on these certain properties, because remember, there's not very many options. So we're making the negotiation stressful. It's very stressful on both the buyer and the seller with the agents. The agents are doing the best they can to try to secure properties for their buyers, and it becomes a little bit stressful. That brings us to the FOMO, the fear of missing out, right? As the buyer, you've been looking at the fact that maybe you've been trying to get into property for a year, maybe 2 years, a few months, whatever it is. Maybe you've made 4, 5, 6 offers on the property, and you still haven't been able to secure one. That can really put you in a situation where you're scared to miss out and need to get into something today. The next option, the next frustration is how long it takes for a home search. Maybe you're at a price range that is a price range that more people are in than others. Like there are more people that can afford $500,000 than are $1 million. So maybe you're in that $500,000 range or whatever that range is in your area, and because there are so many people looking, your home search is long. It takes a while to find something. And you're finding stuff and you're either getting offers or not getting accepted. That can be extremely frustrating. I believe everybody is concerned, myself included, on the uncertainty of interest rates. Our interest rates, are they going to keep going higher? If they keep going higher, I'm going to be priced out of the market. That makes you, I need to get in now. Or I'm scared that the rates are going to go down or I want the rates to go down, they go down quicker. Well, here's the problem. If the rates go down faster, and there's just more people that can afford a home, but the prices haven't come down. So if the prices haven't come down, there's just more people looking to get the same house. Instead of 5 people looking to get the same house, you got 10 people looking to get the same house. Where do you think that pricing of that home is going to end up in those type of situations? Inspection surprises. You've got a property secured, you're in your contingency and fact-finding periods, you're doing a home inspection, and now you've got some surprises, which is some concerns. But you're scared to pull out, you're scared to ask for certain things, because the seller can just put it back on the market and get someone else to buy it. Legit concerns. And last but not least, financing difficulties. Because one thing that happens when the market fluctuates the way it is, that a lot of times the financing, the goalpost moves as well. So the best thing that you can do, what you should do each and every time, is you've got to get yourself pre-approved and your financing secured prior to looking. Because in going through this process, once we're able to find your piece of property, one of the most frustrating things that can make people quit and not move forward to purchase is that they didn't have financing problems. You can do something about number 10. Get actually fully pre-approved prior to making any offers, be perfectly honest with you, prior to even looking at homes in person. Look online, do all of that stuff. But before you have to go out and look at some homes in person, make sure you get a full pre-approval with your agent and a loan officer. All right, if you have any questions or anything we need to help you out in this process, we're always available. Elgin Flaw Walker team, powered, brokered by eXp Realty. Much love, and we look forward to helping you and your family.